Hey guys, this is Emily from Planted here to show you guys how I made this watering log tracker in my plant journal. This spread was inspired by Teen Bujo from Instagram and YouTube. And I don't know if you guys are anything like me, but I have quite a few plants and I always forget when I last watered one and when I need to water it next. So this spread is a way for me to keep track of all of that in one place. So for supplies that we're going to need for the spread, the first thing you'll need is a pair of scissors. These are from the December 22 Arch and Olive sub box, and they are so perfect for journaling. You're also going to want some sort of sketching pencil and an eraser to erase some of your sketch marks. Then you're also going to want some sort of ink pen, and you're also going to want some kind of colored markers. I'm using some green calligraph and acrylograph pens from Arch and Olive, and they're really perfect for this. You're also going to want some decorative elements. I'm using some washi tapes and some stickers from the April monthly planning kit, as well as some of the spring stickers. And as you can see, they are just perfect for a spread like this. Then, of course, a journal. This is also from the December 22 sub box, and it's a great plant journal. So I finally decided to turn this journal from the December sub kit into a plant journal because I've been meaning to make one of those. And this cover page I also used with the April 2023 planning kit, except for the stamps with the title. But I just think it's so fun and I was so excited to play with it. I forgot to mention this under the supplies, but having a binder clip or some paper clips to keep your pages down is really helpful when you're making spreads like this. The first thing you're going to want to do for this spread is mark out all of the page tabs that you're going to be cutting and to cut them. This part takes a really long time, and I am not the most graceful at cutting these pages, as you can see. So if you have a more efficient way of doing this, then please share. There is also a blog post on Archer and Olive that shows you how to measure out and make these little index tabs in your journal. This is actually my first time making some like this, so I was really excited to see how it came out. And honestly, this part takes a really long time. It really takes the bulk of making the spread. Like, that's where most of the time is spent. But take your time measuring this out, because at one point I realized that I hadn't measured things out correctly, and I had to not completely start over, but I had to remeasure things, and that can just be a nuisance. So take your time, because everything else is doesn't take as long. I'm also using these little gold paper clips from the April 2023 kit, which are so cute. And they actually were really perfect for this, to keep the inner pages down while I was cutting and making the rest of the spread. And that was really not planned at all. It just kind of worked out that way. So that was pretty cool. So once you have finished cutting out all of these tabs, then you're going to take your calligraph pens and color in the tabs on here. I'm using 4 different colors of green just to give it some pizzazz. And I kind of went out of order with things. I was really in the zone and not thinking too far ahead. So I didn't color in the backsides or put the titles on until a little bit later, but that's okay. Sometimes things are in the wrong order and life goes on. Next, I'm taking some letter stamps and I'm adding in the title. I originally was going to do some calligraphy for this, but I wanted to put in the stamps instead because I just liked the way that it looked. The next part, I am writing in the title, like the month for each little page of this book, and then I'm highlighting one of the rows and adding in every day of the month. Obviously, February only has 28 days, but there's enough space for 31 maximum on all of these. And then I realized I wasn't supposed to cut off this last page, so I glued it down because mistakes happen. That's just life. Now I'm taking my white acrylograph pen and writing in the first letter of the month for each of these tabs so I can flip to whatever page I need to easily. Next, you're just going to write the list of all of your plants that you're keeping track of on the left side. And you'll see I actually leave a bunch of space on the bottom left side, because I know I'm going to buy more plants at some point, and I don't want to have to remake this spread throughout the year. So I leave some space for extra plants that I acquire so I can track those as well. And then you're just going to take your eraser and erase all of your sketch marks. And then I make a little key off to the side, because sometimes I water my plants from the top like normal, and sometimes I bottom water them. And I notice that when I bottom water them, they tend to stay hydrated more. and I don't have to water them as often, so I just put a little distinction mark over here so that I can fill in a dot based on if I watered them like regular or if I have bottom watered them. Now it's time for the fun part, which is adding in the decorations. So I used some washi tape from the kit to add in some fun stuff at the top, and then I'm kind of taking some time to decide which ones I want, but I end up using just some of the regular stickers from the April kit to make this look all cute. And I just love stickers because I am not that great of an illustrator, so stickers really come in handy for me. And now I'm just coloring the back sides of these tabs with these same colors and also adding the labels on them. And there you have it. There is our finished watering log spread. It is honestly pretty simple to make, but it looks so cool, and it's actually really helpful for me as well. Make sure to check out the Art Journal accompanying blog posts with some still shots of this spread and some more details on how to make it, and links to my profile so you can follow me and tag me in your recreations. Bye, guys!